Hello once again, everybody. Welcome back to the HorseManDon Show. I'm HorseManDon. Well, we had an interesting week last week here at Delta Downs, and on this week's show, we're going to talk about John Hamilton, who took a flying leap last Thursday night. We've also got a young 16-year-old jockey that began his career with a bang at the end of last week, and we'll also have the sound bites from this morning near the starting gate. Let's get started. This is Sound Bites.
Decent horse out there. Just takes a little time to really gather up. Once he put it together, he showed you he had that talent.
Welcome back to the HorseManDon Show. We've got sound bites that I recorded this morning near the starting gate with the horsemen, jockeys, and trainers taking part in the 2017 American Quarter Horse season here at Delta Downs. The meet is winding down. We've only got live racing this Wednesday through Saturday night next week, and then the week after, and then the meet comes to a close on Saturday, July the 8th with Louisiana Showcase Night, biggest night of the year. Well, this week here at the track, we race at 6:15 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with 2 stakes races on the schedule. This Friday, it's the Paradise Stakes, and on Saturday, it's the Miss Polly Classic, so don't miss any of that action. Well, right now, let's talk about our leading rider, John Hamilton. What a season he's had, but it almost came to an end last Thursday night when he took a spill he opted to take. On Thursday night in race number 4, he's on a horse named NL Rollin' Toast, breaking from post number 7 with the orange cap on. Midway down the track, he got pinched back, almost clipped heels, decided to jump off. He goes high into the air, but he lands okay and rolls over. No injury. That's very good. The horse took off and was okay, ran down the track. But what a jump by John Hamilton. You can see in this video right here. You don't see that every day at the racetrack, and John is very athletic, very nimble, and we're glad that he is okay. Also last week here at the track, we had a young rider named Mario Trujillo Jr., a 16-year-old son of a jockey that started his career last Thursday night in race number 5. Well, guess what? He got a win. Not many jockeys get a win in their first ever mount, but he also came back 3 races later in race 8 and won another one. So he's won 2 of his first 2 races to start his career, and I caught up with him Friday before the races last week and interviewed him and asked him what it felt like.
Felt pretty good, Don. I mean, a little bit nervous at first, but I guess it all worked out at the end.
Now your dad's a jockey, so he taught you well, huh? You've been riding a long time.
Yeah, I've been riding for at least 12 years now, since I was a little kid. And It's been amazing.
I'll bet. So last night, after that win, what did it feel like to come back to Wintersville?
Felt pretty good. Felt a little nervous, a little bit scared to come back, but it was all right.
And they got you pretty good, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, but it was worth it, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Now, when you went out for the second time, not many jockeys win their first 2 mounts of their career. You did that, so was that one more special or felt about the same?
Felt about the same, but a little bit more special.
Was it?
Yes, sir.
Now, you told me you thought the horses had a chance before the night started, right?
Yeah, they both had a good shot. They were both feeling good. I mean, it was a pretty good night.
Yeah. So you're just starting your career, not even through high school, are you?
No, I'm in the 11th grade right now. I do online homeschool.
Wow, you're homeschooling?
Yes,
you got
sir.
2 years left, huh?
2 years left.
All right, well, congratulations on last night. Good luck in your career.
Thank you.
Well, that's definitely a rider to keep your eye on. Mario Trujillo Jr. Not only did he win his first 2 races last Thursday, I recorded that interview on Friday before the races, he won the 5th race on Friday night, his 3rd ever mount as a jockey. So he started his career 3 for 3. Amazing. He came back on Saturday, picked up a couple of mounts, didn't win with those, but still 3 for 3 to start your career. That's something he'll remember for many years to come. Well, when you come out here to the track at Delta Downs, we urge you to go up to the Lookout Restaurant. They've got the best food, wonderful atmosphere. Well, let Alex tell you all about it.
Thanks, Don. I'm Alex from the Lookout Restaurant. As the quarter horse season is winding down, so is your chance to come up here and get some good food and a great atmosphere with some even better service. We're open Wednesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And don't miss out on your chance to come up here and bet on some live horse racing, and good luck to you.
Oh, the Lookout Restaurant. That's some good food up there. Steak, salad, seafoods, desserts, appetizers, anything you can think of in that great atmosphere. Alex and the crew really take care of the folks up there. Enjoy it. You've only got a few nights left until the season comes to a close on Saturday, July the 8th. Well, it's time for our first break here on the HorseManDon Show. This show is brought to you by the Chalkbuster. A good friend of mine, Mike Barker's really been picking a lot of winners. In fact, he had 6 winners so far here in the month of June. He never picks the chalk. It's all value, no chalk every day. You can get the Chalkbuster picks at Brisnet.com and TwinSpires.com. Only $5 for those picks. And he's tearing it up, folks. Check it out on Brisnet and TwinSpires.com. Well, coming up later in the show, we're going to announce this week's Fan of the Week. Send them a nice LQHBA logo prize. We'll tell you who it is and what the prize is. Right now, let's get back to Sound Bites. All right, Donell, we got 3 weeks left in the meet. You got one of your busiest weeks this week, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many are you riding?
I believe 14.
14?
Yes, sir.
So, trainers you're working for, Trey Ellis is here. You got a few for him, right?
Yes, sir. I ride 3 pretty good ones for Jug Curl. And a few like haul-ins and everything. And then Saturday I was supposed to go to Oklahoma and ride one in the stake race over there at Fair Meadows.
Oh, Fair Meadows. You ever ridden there before?
No, sir.
Little 5/8 mile bull ring. I've been there.
Yeah, I watched the replays. It looked like it's about like here. Yeah. Long backside and about 220 and then you at the wire.
It's small, I'm telling you. The longest straightaway that goes 350. So.
Yes, sir.
So have a good trip up there and a good rest of the meet. And we'll look forward to you, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks. Hey, you rode No Politics here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Qualified fastest. What do you think of that 3-year-old?
You know, they give him his pace coming out of the gates, and then he came at the end running very good. I think he has a good shot on the finals.
Yeah. I mean, how much room do you think he has to improve?
He does plenty of room. You know, he got plenty of room because I really wasn't pushing him a lot. I was just letting him do his stuff. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when was the first time you rode him? Because he kind of caught people off guard. He didn't really run all that well last year.
Yes, you know, I rode him for the trials over there in Shreveport, and he didn't win. He ran second, and then he falls break on the finals.
Oh.
I think he had a good shot over there in the finals too, but he falls break. And then we run him here next time, and he hit himself on the gates again, you know. So this past time he ran on the trials, he had to clean out. So. That's what made the difference. That's what made the difference.
Is that the key with him, getting him to settle in the gate?
Yes. He's just a little bit nervous on the gates, you know. If we can get him clean out of there, he can run a good race.
Yeah. So in the finals, that'll be your main concern, right?
Yes.
Keep him calm.
Yes. That's what I'm focused on right now.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Nice job qualifying.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Vann, tell me about that horse, SR Shambles.
He's a pretty nice colt.
And he ran good a week or so ago, huh?
Yeah, in the trials?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran a good race.
Do you expect him to run that good that day? Or?
I hope so.
How's he coming along after the race?
Yeah, doing good. We galloped him this morning.
Really? So you got this week, and then he'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, we enter Friday.
Yeah. So how much more work you going to do? Does he need more gate work, or?
No, we're going to stand him probably.
Stand him a little bit?
Yes, sir.
Think you got a big shot in the final?
I think we got a good shot.
Damian seems to fit him well, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's
Look good.
All right, your barn's been doing well.
Yes, sir.
You've had a good meet, haven't you?
Yeah, so far I had pretty good.
How many do you have in training?
40.
40?
Yes, sir.
That's a lot. How long have you been running here at Delta Downs?
I don't know, since 97.
Long time. Well, 20 years, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, good luck in the finals with that horse.
All right.
Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
He's kind of green, you know.
Yeah. I'll just zoom in and stay away. How's that? Hey, what'd you think of it? Tell me about Water Girl B the other night. She broke well, but she just kind of faded.
John checked her as soon as I come back. She swallowed her tongue.
Oh.
Yeah, so they starting to tie it now.
I figured something happened.
Yeah, I mean, I had him beat.
Shut it down.
Yeah, I had him beat bad.
Yeah.
Like a link and a half.
Yeah, she broke sharp, didn't she?
And they just started tying her tongue now. So.
Yeah, she had never done that before.
No. But so she run like that at Lafayette, but run second, you know.
Yeah.
And probably should have, checked her then, but I mean, that's the way it happens, you know.
Yeah. So you think next time out should be much better?
I mean, we hope so. You know, we hope.
Well, good. All right. Well, good luck this week.
All right.
All right, Scotty, tell me how hot it is today.
I think it's too hot to be working out here right now.
Yeah, but it's good early in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah, the sun ain't as hot, but now it's getting hot.
Yeah, you guys are winding down. It's not been as busy the last few, especially trials are over.
Right. Yeah, it's taking it easy right now. Not many horses.
Getting ready for a summer break.
Yeah, could take a little break and wait for the thoroughbreds to come back.
I'll be here before you know it.
Oh, I'm ready for
All
them.
right. Well, it's time to take another break here on the HorseManDon Show Sound Bites, but we'd like to tell you how to get involved in quarter horse racing right here in the state of Louisiana. If you go to Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association yearling sale, you can pick up a nice yearling and root for them next year in their 2-year-old campaign. They're having their yearling sale coming up in August on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They've added a third day. They're going to start early on Thursday, August the 3rd, up in Kinder, Louisiana, beginning at 5 p.m. They're going to sell about 120 yearlings that evening. Then they're going to sell the rest of the 630 or so they've got this year on Friday and Saturday. So it's going to be a great sale. If you need more information, call the number on the screen right now. The fine folks at the LQHBA will take care of you. Well, it's time to announce our Fan of the Week here on the HorseManDon Show, and this week's winner is a longtime viewer of the Delta Down simulcast show. He resides in Western New York. It's Tony Lisi. Tony, you are the Fan of the Week, and we're going to send Tony a nice logo polo shirt with the LQHBA right on it. We're going to give him that and some LQHBA socks. So, Tony, you're going to be styling with the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association logoed items. Now, if you want to be the Fan of the Week, you can do so as well. All you have to do is leave a comment, like this video. Of course, the comment below, tell us who you are, where you're from, and we'll have a drawing next week and announce it on next week's show. So the Fan of the Week, very popular right here on the HorseManDon Show. Well, it's time to get back to Sound Bites. Let's get at it. All right, Kenny, another heck of a week last week. What's the secret to your success? My gosh.
Hey, the workers that you have, nothing but teamwork. That's the way it goes.
So they're getting some bonuses this season?
Well, it looked like it, ain't it? It looked like it.
Let's go over the trials last week. You get 3 in for the Delta Downs Derby, 3 for the Lee Berwick. You couldn't be happier, right?
I'm telling you, it was a good night, both nights.
So what were your impression by the horses who ran? You had the fastest qualifier for the Derby. No politics here. Talk about him first.
He's a horse that's really just down putting everything together. He's a real decent horse. He's a big old horse, and it just takes a little time for him to really gather up. But once he put it together, hey, he showed you he had that talent.
Is he just now starting to show that talent? Because he kind of came as a surprise. He didn't do that much last year.
Well, last year, you know, he was like, to me, like a big overgrown kid. He's big old horse. Real kind of lanky-like, you know, not too much weight on him, but you know, everything is in proportion. But it just takes him a little while to really gather up a little bit. But I knew he had the talent. I really did. I always felt good about him, but I knew it was going to take a little time for him to get it together.
Well, if that's the case, is at 3 years old and the distances are longer, does that help him?
That helps him a lot, a whole lot. He needs the distance.
All right. So what about the Lee Berwick? You get 3 in there. You had a couple who didn't quite get the racing luck they wanted, but hey, 3 in the final, that's something.
Well, you know, I'm real blessed on that deal now. I thought I had some pretty decent babies going into it, and they perform. I say probably 80% of them run in the top 3, and we ended up having 3 in, but they had other people had good horses in it too. So we bless them for what we have.
How much input do you give somebody like Donald Watson, who's got several horses qualified for you? Do you have any input, or does he make the decision?
Well, I'm gonna let him make his own decision. I don't like to kind of lean on him and pressure him. He know what he wrote. He know what he felt. So I'm gonna let him make his own decision from there, and then we just go from there.
Yeah, talk about the season a little bit. I went back and looked. Your record personally is 63 wins in a meet. You're pushing 50 now with 3 weeks to go. You think you got a shot at 63?
I think we do. I think we do. We got those 3 weeks, and I still have a few good horses left to run.
Got more bullets in the gun, huh?
Well, we still have some.
Well, good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Don.
Donald, talk to me, man.
How's it going?
What a week you had. All
Oh,
those
blessed week.
qualifiers.
Very blessed week.
Man, you're going to have some decisions to make, huh?
Yes, sir.
Good position to be in.
Oh, yes, sir. Always a good position to be in when you got qualified 3 for a major stake like this one.
You think you're just blessed the trips you got and the horses you were on?
I was on real good horses, you know. I mean, we had good trips, you know, and I mean the horses performed like they were supposed to. You know, the grooms, the trainer, everybody pulled their part. You
They
know,
did their job, huh?
and did a hell of a
You're
job.
set up for a nice closing day.
Yes, sir. Thank God.
Congratulations on the good week and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
What you been up to, Stevie?
Been doing pretty good. I'm back at home in Crosby.
Crosby?
Yeah, been home for 2 years now.
Wow. How you like it?
I like it pretty good. It's nice to be back home.
Yeah.
Been over in Louisiana since I was 16.
Yeah. You ever get the itch to get back in the saddle and start doing this nightly?
I do, but I don't really like to reduce.
Yeah. What are you weighing right about now?
I like 146.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, happy life, right?
Yeah.
Get to eat some
Eat
nice
what I wanna
food.
eat,
There
yeah.
you go. That's good.
And be able to keep it too.
Yeah. You just get out and work them in the morning, right?
Yes, that's all I do, work in the morning.
Nice
yeah.
seeing you again.
Pleasure here.
Stay safe.
Thank you.
Big award last year for us, double done, Steve.
You're petting your horse there.
Yes, I am. I like my horse.
Tender love and care, huh?
Tender love and care, try to teach her something.
That's right. And everything's okay in the gate, right?
Yeah, she's doing good. Very good.
Who
Excellent.
is this?
Midnight Fire.
Midnight Fire.
Yeah.
Cool.
Midnight Fire. She hasn't started here yet.
Got a minute. Tell me about last week. You didn't qualify anything. How do you assess the trials?
I thought the trials were very good. I thought the competition was outstanding. Saw a lot of horses step forward that should have stepped forward, and they did a good job. You know, we were 11th in the Berwick and 11th in the Derby, so you know that's just part of racing. You just regroup and go again. But I thought I saw a lot of really good quality horses, and I saw a lot of horsemanship, and I thought they were good, fair trials, and I thought the 10 best horse qualified.
How do you assess horses that go in trials like that don't make it? Do you sit down with the owners now and find the next step? Because obviously 3 weeks down the road you don't have a race now.
Well, not really. We will of course consult with the owners, but basically most of our owners are pretty well leave us alone relative to what we're going to do with the horse. We'll reassess relative to vet care. You know, we'll go over each and every individual horse, and we've got a plan looking forward all the time for each and every one of these horses. You know, this is not a fly-by-night thing. You have to be proactive all the time, and that's what we'll do. We've already looked at some of the horses where they're at relative to conditions. You know, you look at conditions next, and there's some of these horses that get back in probably and run a condition allowance or something, but we're looking down the road, you know, to the Vann Derby and those kind of things. So, and of course the babies, they're paid up in the sale futurity. Some of them are. Some of them will go to sale futurity. Some of them won't go to sale futurity.
Now, fairgrounds will come up in August, and you will take a few horses down there, right?
Well, what we do normally when the fairgrounds rolls around, you know, that's a different animal when you go to New Orleans, and so what we'll do is probably ship from home. We'll pick individual horses, individual races, and we'll go for certain races. So most of those horses will be shipped from home.
And of course, this time of year, get ready for the sale, right?
Right, the sale's a big thing. You know, we spent countless hours and countless days on the road. Last year we looked at over 400 head before the sale ever started. We jogged them, looked at them, talked to veterinarians, talked to the people conditioned them, looked at pedigrees. But yeah, that's a long, arduous task. From here on out, we'll be visiting just about every ranch. And like I said, last year there were 500 and some head. We looked at 400 and some plus before the sale ever got there. So yeah, it's a hot, long drive process, but something you have to do.
Yeah. You ever take any time off?
What's that?
What's time off, huh?
Yeah, what's that?
How about vacation? Never heard of that word?
Yeah, one time. one time. Yeah. Took one some time ago. But when we leave here, you know, my wife, she'll fly back in and we'll regroup, and we'll probably take 2 or 3 days off before we, head to the next adventure. And it is an adventure. They're all adventures, especially these young horses, but we're still very, very pleased. We've had a good solid meet. We won 37 races. I think the record was 68. Heath, I think, won 68 one year. Heath Taylor, my son, and that's not in jeopardy, that's for sure. But last year I think we won 37 last year. I believe we've won 37 to this point. So we're very pleased. We've got some horses that have been a little bit disappointment, but overall you have to say it's been a very solid meet. We've done well, and I'm pleased. A lot of these horses will take another step. Some of them won't. Some of them will back up. So at this point, you sit down, you reevaluate, you look at what you have, what they're paid into, the talent they have, the talent level. How many are sore, how many need this, how many need that, and we'll go forward. That's what you have to do. This is racing.
Well, you got 3 weeks left. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate it.
Well, it's time to take our final break here on the HorseManDon Show. A couple of reminders for you. Of course, the Delta Downs season runs till July the 8th. Don't miss that this Wednesday through Saturday. In the next 2 weeks, post times are at 6:15. But we've also got a sister track. They're running thoroughbreds right now. That's Evangeline Downs over in Opelousas, Louisiana. If you're in that part of the state, go see them in person. They've got a great facility with a 1-mile dirt track, a turf course. They're running thoroughbreds right now until September the 2nd. They'd love to see you over there. They've also got the casino, the entertainment center, lots of food. It's a great place, just like Delta Downs is over in central Louisiana. That's Evangeline Downs. And of course, we're here until July the 8th. The casino's open 24 hours a day, and we'll start our thoroughbred season here in Benton, Louisiana, coming up on October the 18th, and that'll run until March the 10th of 2018. Well, that's the final break. Let's go to the final sound bites for this week. How's she look?
Look pretty good, she's just a little slow away from the gates, but it's a big difference from the quarter horse to the thoroughbred world. So she done pretty good. It's still judging, off these quarter horses and the thoroughbred, but
right.
she looks pretty good.
Now you said a couple of thoroughbreds?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got 2 of them. Getting them ready to run out of band.
And you own them yourself?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I own them. Hopefully, I'm just gonna play with these this year, and maybe next year, maybe get us a few and run both.
You think you have to be one breed or the other? You think you could juggle both of them?
No. We could juggle both. I grew up with thoroughbreds back home, so just get my feet wet back into them.
What was the name of this horse?
Sarah's Kentley.
Sarah's Kentley. I might look for it at Evangeline later this meet.
Yes, sir. Hopefully about 3 or 4 weeks we'll be ready.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Ready for the season to be over, Ollie?
Yes, I'm ready.
It's been a long meet, huh?
Yes.
It's gone pretty good though, huh?
Yeah, by the grace of God, went very well and everything went well.
Well, great. We appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, John, we got the last 2 weeks of the meet. You only have a few entries left, right?
Yes, sir. We've got 8 days counting today left.
So we've got 2 stakes this week.
Yep.
West Poly Classic, right?
Yep, and Paradise.
Paradise Stakes. And then after that, when will we draw for the Firecracker?
We draw for the Firecracker Derby on Thursday and the Firecracker Futurity on Friday.
Of this week, right?
Of this week.
In the end of this week, we have nominations closing.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
We got nominations for the Louisiana Bred Showcase Night with the Derby, the Futurity, the Lee Berwick, and the Delta Derby, and then all the other undercard stakes.
So that closes this week, and then you'll draw next week for closing night.
Yep, on next Friday. The week from Friday.
Yeah. Been a busy meet, but it's gone fast, huh?
Yes, sir. It sure has.
All right. Well, have a good rest of the meet.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that wraps up this week's edition of the HorseManDon Show Soundbites. So glad you checked in with us and watched the show. If you liked the video, hit the like button, please. We really need those likes down there. We also want your comments. Leave those, and most importantly, please subscribe to the channel so every time we put up a video, you'll get an alert and you'll be ready to watch another video from Delta Downs. Well, until next week, I'm HorseManDon, Don Stevens. We'll see you back here on the HorseManDon Show.